my dear students. Welcome you all back to this miniature school. I believe you are all happy and safe at home. Once again, welcome you all back to this English class. Today, we are going to start a fresh portion and describing words in next class, part 3 in next class. So today, we are going to begin a fresh chapter after term 1 as term 2. And the title of the chapter is If I Were. And this is actually a poem, not a picture story. It is a poem. So, chapter 4, it's If I Were. What is meant by if I were? If I were means if I am not a student and if I am like someone, I would have do this, I would have did this. This is what today you are going to see. Fine. Before that, as a warm-up exercise, I want to do an activity that's from that Let's Go session. So please take your student's book, English student's book, page number 43 in it, and there, Let's Go session, page number 43, Let's Go session, English student's book, page number 43. So there. What do you want to be when you grow up? Draw a picture and color it. So here, what do you want to be when you grow up? Draw a picture and color it. So here you are going to write, I want to be a dash. In the dash, you have to fill like what you want to be, what you are thinking, like a teacher, doctor, or engineer, or architect, or there are more professions, noble professions like a policeman, a lawyer, there are more and more professions. I want to be what you want to be, and because why you want to be, select that particular profession. So you have to mention the reason there, and you have to draw. What you are going to draw is what you want to become. It's related to your aim. For example, myself, I'm a teacher. So if I were a student, I want to be a teacher. So what I will be drawing is like a thing teacher use. A thing teacher use. I can draw like a picture of a teacher, but because you're two small kids, so I can use like a pen or blackboard or books, stick, anything I can draw because a teacher uses like. So those things I can draw. When it comes to doctor, you can draw a stethoscope or a nurse in the sense injection, lion in the sense you can draw that coat things, and like depending on the profession you are going to draw a picture there. Clear? So this is your today's warm-up exercise. You have to send that to me. Fine? Okay students, so today the class is like, I'm not going to explain anything. I'm not going to explain this and that. Today's class is purely on reading. I want all my students to read. Like I already said you that while saying read for poem, use the word recite. So I am going to recite this poem. You kids are going to recite this along with me. Reciting the poem. This is today's aim. I want you all to recite this poem along with me, and I don't want any kid to say like I don't know reading or I don't know how to pronounce. So this practice is purely on reading. So today's poem is If I Were. I'm not going deep into any understanding session. This is purely on reading. Fine. You can take page number 44. Read a poem about people who help you for your pre-requesting knowledge. Like the poem is like about the people who helps us, like baker, policeman. So these things. Read along with me. If I were a baker, what would I do? Bake a lot of bread for me and you. So this is a slow process. Now I'm going to read like I believe that everyone followed me while I'm reading, and now I'm going to do little more fast reading. Hear me first and then read with me. If I were a baker, what would I do? Bake a lot of bread for me and you. So this is the process. If I were a baker, so the comma section is near to the baker. So till baker you have to read a little fast because it's go like a single sentence with single flow. If I were a baker, fine. Next, what would I do? It ends with a question mark and the same flow, no connecting word and in between. We know that connecting word and we studied in last lesson, previous lesson. So here, what would I do? No connecting word, so the same flow. What would I do? Next, bake a lot of bread. So bake a lot of bread near comma. So again the same flow. Bake a lot of bread. Bake a lot of bread. Next, here comes connecting word for me and you. So now you can split the sentence like for me and you. Full stop. Clear? This is the process how to read this stanza. Now read along with me. If I were a baker, what would I do? Bake a lot of bread for me and you. Full stop. Clear? So this is the process to read. Let's read the next stanza. I'm telling you again that I'm not going to explain the poem today. This is only reading session. Next stanza. I'm going to read in slow process. Come with me. If I were a policeman, what would I do? Keep everyone safe. That's what I would do. See the fourth line. First line, that apostrophe S. Apostrophe S in the sense that is. We are connecting that plus is equal to that's. So we are going to pronounce like that's. So now it's going to be little fast. If I were a policeman, what would I do? Keep everyone safe. That's what I would do. The same here, no connecting words in between, no commas in between, no full stop. So each line goes with a single flow. See, if I were a policeman, not police, it's police. If I were a policeman, same flow, one pitch, same flow, second line. What would I do? Same flow, ends with question mark, third line. Keep everyone safe, comma, again same flow, keep everyone safe, and fourth line. That's what I would do. Full stop, same flow. That's what I would do. Full stop. Clear? Next stanza. Slow process. If I were a doctor, what would I do? Care for your parents your sister and you. Now fast process. If I were a doctor, what would I do? Care for your parents, your sister and you. So now here fourth line comes with a connecting word and. So it can split only that sentence and all other lines goes with a single flow. See, if I were a doctor, comma, single flow. Second line, what would I do? Question mark. You should ask like you are asking some question. What would I do? Question mark. Third line, care for your parents. Single flow. Next line, your sister and you. Here comes the connecting word and. So you can split the sentence. Your sister and you. Full stop. So this is how we have to read this sentence. Next sentence. Please take page number 45. Page number 45. Yes, slow process. If I were a teacher, what would I do? Teach you lessons and all that's good for you. So this stanza, like third line we have and, but that's there in end, so we cannot split that sentence. So the fast process is like, if I were a teacher, what would I do? Teach you lessons and all that's good for you. Fine. Now come along with me. If I were a teacher, comma, if I were a teacher, single flow. If I were a teacher, what would I do? Ask question. What would I do? Question mark. What would I do? Next. Teach you lessons and, see, teach you lessons and, there comes connecting word. So, little pause here. Lessons. Teach you lessons and, try with me, okay? Next line. All that's good for you. All that's good for you. Like you're saying some answer. All that's good for you. Clear? Fine. Let's move to next stanza. Slow process. If I were a barber, what would I do? Question mark. Cut and trim your hair so nice for you. So now this is a slow process so that you can understand the words clearly, and the fast process goes like, if I were a barber, what would I do? Cut and trim your hair so nice for you. So this is the process. Like here again, third line we have a connecting word and connecting word and. So it's like, if I were a barber, comma. So same flow, and that's what we are following in all stanzas. If I were a barber, comma. Second line, what would I do? Ask question. What would I do? Ask question. Third line, cut and trim your hair. Hair in the sense that grows on your head, right? Yes. Like we have a connecting word here, so we can split. Cut and trim your hair. Next line. So nice for you. This is like giving an answer. So nice for you. So nice for you. So nice for you. Full stop. So till you have 5 stanza in the chapter 4, If I Were. It's a poem, and so we have words to know session and all. These we can see in the class that next to describing words part 3. So please read in your home and do that let's go session and send that to me. So this is your today's homework, only reading practice as well as let's go session. So okay children, thank you, take care, bye bye.